Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight, it's interleague baseball, the first of a two-game set between the Cubs and their crosstown rivals to the south, the Chicago White Sox. The first at-bat now for Derek Jeter, and he'll get a nice ovation here from this crowd as they know he's playing his final season here in 2014. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And you know what, guys? I think this is what you call an early statement right there. This is the first pitch of the game, and he doesn't just go after it. He lashes at this thing. He's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double. Hello.
James Newcomb will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Oh, a tough play. And he is going to get him at first base. And my goodness, that was a highlight reel effort.
And on a play like that, you can almost hear him saying something like, hey, you guys aren't going to try and put me out to pasture and make me a full-time DH quite yet. I can still handle the glove out here. Boy, that's a great diving stop. No regard for his body. He looked like a 24-year-old rookie on that play.
Albert Pujols will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category. Now a ground ball left side and through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. And a good at-bat there as that, in fact, stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now. Alfonso Soriano will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ballgame. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Now a ball swung on and hit high in the air and deep to left center field. This ball has a chance, and that is over the wall. Home run. Wilson Betemit will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Up with it is Rollins. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Peter Borges will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
And leading off for the White Sox, center fielder.
Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch is bounced on the ground to Jeter at shortstop. Throw to first by Jeter, and there's 1 gone. So a good slider there to get the ground out as he'll hope for more of that moving forward as we give you a look at the scouting report. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this will be fouled away. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 on its way from Hudson. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
David Ortiz will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Toward the gap in right center, this is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Ortiz is on his way to second. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. Man at second here with 2 away. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. For Ortiz, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. Check back by Hudson. Now the pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Josh Reddick will stand in at a good first inning RBI spot. Runners at the corners now and 2 away. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. High in the air and deep down the left field line. Kelly retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Alex Gonzalez will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. Now a swing, and Gonzalez gets a hold of one, sending it out to deep left field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. Don Kelly will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. And this is hit to the right side, but it'll wind up foul down the line at first. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Roger Bernardina will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And in steps Derek Jeter. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
His last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, it's been a different story. Watching video of the last game is really paying off.
Runner's on his way to third. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And now the tag is applied over at third, and this will go in the books as a caught stealing with his jumpiness at second, costing him there. 2 away. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Josh Rutledge will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Fouled back. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. In the air to right center. Gonzalez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Charles Kenny will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. James Newcomb is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman, James Newcomb.
In the air to center. Borges will wait on it. And very quickly, one gone. Albert Pujols will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And this ball will be chopped foul. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And Pujols is going to keep on going. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the plate in front of him. So he doesn't have to rely on his base coaches, and he's able to make it all the way around safely.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and standing in is the dangerous Alfonso Soriano. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Wilson Betemit will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And there goes Soriano. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only 1 gone.
Well, I thought for a second that with the runner moving, this was going to bring the shortstop into perfect position for a 6-3 double play, but fortunately for them, this ball winds up getting by him and into center field.
Omir Santos will stand in. He grounded out his first time. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Borges with the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Alex Gonzalez.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Russell Martin will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Now batting.
Peter Borges will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. And he lays off there 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
3-0 now. On deck, there's Jimmy Rollins. That one's in there, 3-1. And a good fastball here as he pops him up back behind second base. Newcomb takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
I think another look here will show that this should have been ball 4. And those are the little things that start to pile up if you're not careful. You've got to have a better understanding of the strike zone there.
2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Don Kelly will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Left fielder.
First pitch coming.
Kelly.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And another good hitters count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves, but baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And that's going to be all for his starter, Kevin Correa. Roger Bernardina will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
So the shortstop, Derek Jeter, started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Now both runners are breaking, and this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Both runners on the move again. Now a swing and a ground ball. Step on the bag for one. Over to Ortiz in time for the double play. James Newcomb will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Borges is going to have room out there as he puts this away. David Ortiz will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Now a pitch swung on and missed as the count goes to 0-2 to Ortiz.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Wow, that's just unfortunate right there. Let's take a view at this play from upstairs. As you can see, there's only one guy on the left side of the infield. He's got big gaps to both the left and right side of the third baseman over there, but he hits it pretty much right at him.
Todd Frazier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside though.
And that's in there, base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Boy, I tell you, if you're not careful, man, here's a hard line drive, and you've got a right fielder with a big arm playing a little bit shallow, and they're going to teach him a lesson the hard way that you can't take any base or even a base hit for granted.
Josh Reddick will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And that's going to be a base hit for Reddick.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away. Josh Rutledge will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Charles Kenny will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in. And this is hit well towards the hole.
And now against his body, a jump throw. And the throw will be too late as he couldn't get enough on it, and that'll score the run from third. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give him any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Hudson up to an even 60 pitches after that last one. Hit hard towards the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Now the relay home. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We played 4. Albert Pujols will lead things off this inning for the Cubbies with Alfonso Soriano scheduled behind him on deck. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Alfonso Soriano will try it again. He homered back in the 1st inning of this one. Here's the first offering. First pitch here is another ground ball. This one over to third base. Throw over to Ortiz gets him 2 down. Wilson Betemit will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. This is hit sharply to the left side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And on the surface, a little 2-out single here might not seem all that important, but as we saw in the last half inning, these guys are starting to make some inroads into this deficit. So 1, 2, 3 shutdown inning here could have really given them.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Peter Borges will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or 2 if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Here we go.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
Oh, that's not even close. Here we go.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Gonzalez is over to his left as he snags this one for the 1st out of the inning.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
1 away, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. David Ortiz will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Alex Gonzalez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Had him on his front foot as this is chopped foul to the left. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Don Kelly will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. And a ground ball for Rollins. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Ortiz. Not in time, so they just get the 1.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. 6 runs, double the amount of hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Now a bullet to first, but this is speared by the first baseman. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and in steps Derek Jeter. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into score. Todd Frazier will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
Third baseman, Todd.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Josh Reddick will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he lays off for ball 1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Fouled straight back. Looked like a slider there, swing, and a ball sent high in the air out to deep left center field. This one is way back there, and it is gone. A home run. Lonnie Chisenhall will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to go to the bullpen here. That'll do it for Tim Hudson. So he does work the requisite 5 innings for the win, but he leaves his bullpen a tough road to hoe. Jeremy Horst will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 47, Jeremy.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And beyond the range of Jeter, it's short, a base hit. Josh Rutledge will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Therefore, it is Bernardina, and he's got it 1 away.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Russell Martin will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A ball hit hard to the left side. One there. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on, as set to take over is the right-hander Octavio Dotel. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Reddick is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the seventh. James Newcomb will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now 7-4. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that'll get into the right field bullpen. It's a home run. Alfonso Soriano will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Wilson Betemit will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Wilson Betemit.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now a ball hit on the ground for Rollins at short. Throw over to Ortiz, gets him 2 down. Omir Santos will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down, a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Alex Gonzalez will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Now the first pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ball. Peter Borges will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Peter Borges.
Runs up to bunt here, and it's a good one to the right side. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
And the way the balls have been rocketing all around the ballpark, you'd almost forget that someone might try to do this. It was a pretty good idea at the time, but it's not going to pay off for him in the end.
Jimmy Rollins will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Bernardina is there to pull this one in, and Rollins flies out on the first pitch he sees.
Now batting, first baseman.
David Ortiz is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Todd Frazier will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
And he'll get back in standing. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hit sharply, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that. Boone Logan will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Don Kelly will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Roger Bernardina will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Under it is Frazier now, and that's out number 2. 2 away, and Derek Jeter will step in. 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
One of the great things about having a crosstown rival, as a visiting player, it's a lot like a home game. You're not dealing with hotels, airports, travel. You get to sleep in your own bed, stay in your routine.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. Josh Reddick will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now a swing, and there's a ball hit high in the air, deep to straightaway center field. Bernardina is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Lonnie Chisenhall is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Now a slider is hit on the ground towards second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Josh Rutledge will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Charles Kenny will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And he is in there. Russell Martin will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Fouled back. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will beat the throw as he gets his foot in there, safe at the plate.
Now, little by little, we're starting to see the momentum change just a bit. This was once a 6-run ball game. Not anymore. They've made this game interesting again.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And this is going to fall in front of Bernardina for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out. Willie Bloomquist will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Willie Bloomquist will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. James Newcomb will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Reddick is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away. Albert Pujols will step in now, and if he can find a gap somewhere, he'll have a good shot at completing the cycle. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. One strike to Pujols. Line hard deep into left, and the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. I figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Andrew Newcomb is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. David Ortiz will dig in. He doubled his last time. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. In some of these interleague matchups, guys are facing rookies, guys they've never faced before. Advantage hitter or pitcher?
Well, I'm always going to say it, advantage pitcher. Until you see what a guy's got and how he lets it go, you're just flying blind up there. And with a 3-run lead here in the 9th, you'd like to make sure that you can take care of that leadoff guy so they don't get anything started right off the bat. So that's a good job to take care of him here for the first out.
Todd Frazier comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a 1-out base hit. Josh Reddick will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Jeter on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Alfonso Soriano. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.